So hello everybody, it is Thursday evening. It's the last night of the trade week. I just couldn't get here last night, guys. I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it. But we're here tonight, and we intend to make the best of it. Again, it's Thursday night, May the something, the first Thursday of the month. I don't know the date. I don't keep up with that kind of stuff. So let's get the chart open. The market just opened up, and you know me, I'm always here at the beginning. So yeah, that's the 6 o'clock spot right there, that green line. And you know what we do, you know, run, reversal, continuation. Is there one back here somewhere? Back here somewhere. Run. Yeah, that's a run. 1, 2, 3. Pull back, and is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, that looks like 6. Oh, that might have won or might have lost. I don't know, but that's what we look for. Just a run, reversal, and a continuation, and go on up. Sometimes they work out. I'm not looking down here to see whether not even take that trade because we're all up in resistance and all that. So, but that's the pattern we look for. Just a run, reversal, continuation. The one that shows up, I think this Thursday night. Yeah, it has it. Yeah, something like this right here. I'll put that back up for you. Yeah, that right there. That, see the blue going down, the reversal is the white, and then the continuation of the blue to head on down. That's what we look for when we are looking to enter a trade over here at Night Trade. So what I'll do is I'll step away in a little bit to let the market do what it's going to do, mature a little bit. But just so you know what we're looking at here. This is our field. These are my right angles. These right angles, the short side, constitutes 25 ticks, and I trade the 1 minute candles. So every minute I get a new candle, right? So we are in the third minute of the night, right? 1, 2, and this is the third minute. Hadn't completed that yet. And over here we have the bar timer, and every 60 seconds this thing restarts. We're at 35 seconds left on this candle, and at the end of that we'll get a new candle. Down here we have a couple of indicators that help us out. This one, the top one, is called the RSI, and what it's an oscillator. It goes up and down and up and down. So if I go back here, yeah, you see it just go up and down and then back up and just back up and down. It's all it does. But what it does is it gives us an indication as to when the market is going to turn around. Like it came down here, it bounced up, came back down again, bouncing up. And so what that tells us is also that we might not want to take a trade if we're going down, and the RSI is pretty much already down into the yellow. The red I don't really worry about so much because that's for another trade. I need to get rid of that, I guess, at some point. But right now we're not trading down into the yellow, right? Because why? It's likely to bounce and go back up. Same with up here. We don't trade up into the yellow. Why? Because it's going to reverse and go right back down. Well, that is the expectation, and that is what typically happens. Now, there are times, and you've seen them if you've been with me for the past week or so, where the market runs up. It ran up into resistance, and it just kept going and going, and the RSI just kind of zigzagged along, while the price action just goes up. But that can happen, all right? But that's what we use it for. Now, in the middle here, you'll see this bluish greenish colored line here. That's the 50-yard line. Okay, that's the halfway point between the top and the bottom. And what we have found is that we are better off if we trade to go long or up if the RSI, this blue and yellow line, is above the teal color line. So if we're up in here, we want to trade up. If we're down here, if we're below the 50-yard line, we want to trade down. So up if we're up, down if we're down. That's simple enough, but not up so high that we run into this, or down so low that we run into that. So it kind of makes it tough to get what we want when we want it. But as a result of that toughness and that conservativeness, we tend to do okay. So yeah. And then below that, let's see. I'll pull the next one up so you can get a better look at it. This is the MACD down here, right? Now I don't necessarily trade the MACD. I just use the MACD and the signal line in the MACD indicator to tell me when the price might reverse. So you see how the price is going up right here, and the MACD is coming down. You see it just got another candle, so it turned to go up. If it comes up and it's about to run into this white line up here, this is called the 0 line right there, and a trade is setting up, what we're looking for is a run, reversal, and continuation. If that is setting up into the 0 line, I'm not going to take the trade, because the 0 line tends to cause the price action to reverse. So if the price action is going up because we're below it, if it's going up into the zero line, it will likely reverse and push back and cause us to lose the trade. Likewise, if it's going down, it'll do the same thing. We're above it right now or below it right now, so it's kind of hard to demonstrate that. But if the MACD is coming down into the zero line, right, then that means the price action is probably coming down, and we'll be taking a trade to go down. However, if the MACD and the signal line here are going down into the zero line, we're not going to take that trade, because again, it's going to push back. So from the top, it'll push the price action up, and from the bottom, it'll push the price action down. And so we have to be aware of those things as well. So we've got a few things to watch here. We have our RSI not trading into support or resistance, and only trading up when we're above the 50-yard line, only trading down when we're below the 50-yard line. And then when the MACD, where the MACD is concerned, we do not trade into the zero line, whether we're going up or down, because it's going to cause the price action to push back on us, and it could cause us to lose a trade. And we don't like to lose. We like winning trades, because we prefer to make money than to play around with it and maybe lose it. So we are, let's see, 5, 6, 7 minutes into the trading night. Nothing has set up yet. We got to have 3 candles in a row. Doesn't matter where it's going up, whether it's going up or down. Now, if you have the traditional colors for your chart, you'll probably have green candles that go up, and you'll have red candles that go down. Well, I have white candles going up, and I've got blue candles going down. Why? I just like it like that. But it's just, it's just easier to watch, easier to see, for me anyway. So that's what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away, and when the market gives us something that we think we can get an entry on, we will come back and talk about it then. So I'm just going to jump in here, guys. Wow, just as I did, look what happened. That thing just flashed down there. I was thinking about talking about doing something, but yeah, we were like right here, and just as I started recording, it went okay. So I'm not fooling with that. I'm going to have to hold off, okay? Because what I wanted to talk to you about was, well, a couple of things. Let's spread this out a little bit. I don't know if I'll even be able to get this in the shot. Wow, okay, a little better. So I was looking at 1, 2, 3 reversal, and then maybe go if we get down past this white candle here that was the reversal. But I would not have taken it, because down here on the RSI, we are above the 50-yard line, right? And when we're above the 50-yard line, we want to trade up. It would have to get past the 50-yard line for us to enter, just as it did right there. But I'm not going to take that trade, because this is just too much volatility. And see, it would have lost. Oh darn it! What did I just do? Grabbed the wrong thing. Here we go. There we go. It would have put us in right about there, and yeah, it would have lost. And so when I see that much volatility, even though it aligns with what we think is a trade opportunity, I'm just not going to take it. I can wait. I like to get 10, 12 trades in a night, but I got to follow my rules, because when I don't, I lose, right? So, and so I do follow the rules, because, if we don't have laws, we have anarchy. And so if we have anarchy, we're just clicking like a chimpanzee, right? And that's not what we want to do. So, the run reversal, and it would not have, had it been just a normal candle like we had been seeing for the most part tonight, it would have ended like right up here somewhere, and that would not have been enough to get us through the 50-yard line to the extent that we could enter a trade anyway. But since it flew all the way down here, I knew that when that happens, usually when that candle ends, it's going to pull back a little bit, because there's volatility. I think this happened from there all the way to here within 1 minute. So there's movement in here, and just because that minute is over doesn't mean that minute of volatility has ended. And so we just wait. We just wait for our turn, okay? And then when it occurs, we will then take a trade. So this just screwed everything up. We were moving really nicely. I was thinking it's going to come down. Okay, I won't take that one, but I'll take the next one. But now we can't. And another thing, Remember when we started, I said that a lot of times when you see price action going in either direction, up or down, and it goes down into the MACD, I want you to look at this. Okay, so we came down here, right? Boom, we came down and bang, we slammed right into the MACD, and the price action turned around and went right back up. So just so you know, that tends to happen a lot, and so I don't take trades if the price action's going to run me into the zero line on the MACD, if all that makes sense. I got to do a series on just those things so that you guys can be up to speed. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I started recording up here and it turned out to be something completely different, but it's a lesson anyway, because there's always lessons in trading. So let me step away so I don't make it a 1 hour video. We'll try to keep it at 30 minutes, but we'll just have to see. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the sun sets slowly in the west, another night comes to an end. So as you can see, it has been a long night. This is the beginning, and this is 7:50, just 10 minutes before the 2 hour session was over. We finally got a run reversal, and then I took profit right here, took that for 25 ticks. And I said, you know what, this is insane. So yeah, nothing happened all the way across here. It was just up and down and a lot of back and forth. I think we didn't have another one in there. So I'll slide this over for you. Let me get this back into focus. So yeah, we were running up here, but I never got more than 2 candles in a row until we got right here, and we got the reversal, the continuation. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 candles in the continuation before it closed above the first reversal candle. So we got jumped in there, took it on up, got 25 ticks, and was like, oh yeah. Now I decided, you know what, I'll stay a little bit later and see what happens. And so we go on over here, and what time did that occur? At 8:16. After we had a little bit of a run, a one and done reversal, and I didn't take it. Do you look at what's happening down here, and can you tell me why? In 3, 2, 1, 0, I'll tell you why. Let's see here. Our RSI is above the 50-yard line. You see that? I'll go ahead and put a little arrow right there so you get to see that. But yeah, the RSI is here, right there, and the 50-yard line is down here. I'll open that up, and there you see it. We're above the 50-yard line. When we're above the 50-yard line, we want to go long, right? If we try to take a short trade there, we're likely to lose the trade on a momentum trade. So even though it set up 1, 2, 3, 1 and done, it just didn't have the momentum to push down, either in the price action or down here, to give us the trade. And if you notice, the MACD is just trailing down, although price action is going up. That's why I don't trade the MACD, right? But and if I did, I'd probably have to have like a 50 or 100 tick stop loss, because that thing can gives you a lot of false entries. But as long as we stick with the program. And what is the program? What is the formula? 1, if you look at the MACD, we do not take trades on the zero line down here, that bold white line down here on the MACD. We do not enter trades when the signal line and the MACD are on the zero line. That's the only reason we use that. Now I'll move that down and give us a little bit more room to take a look at the RSI. When it comes to the RSI, we trade long or up when we are above the 50-yard line, and that's the 50-yard line there. We trade up, and that's where we were here. You'll see that we were up. We were above the 50-yard line. We were at resistance, but I said, you know what, we got to take this trade, and so we did, and it panned out. But we can go long when we are above the 50-yard line. We trade short when we are below the 50-yard line. So this all lined up for the most part. This one lined up a little bit, but that 50-yard line, man, I tell you what, since I've implemented that, it has saved me a lot. Okay, so I just want to share that with you guys as we get ready to close out this week. Well, we are closing out the week because it is Thursday night, and it's the last trading night of the week. And so it's been a positive week. And so that's all we look for, one positive trade after another. Now, more stuff continued to happen over here. I just, I was doing other stuff, and I just said, you know what? I didn't take this, and it's been a long week and a long night. Because you had this run. You had this reversal and continuation right about there. If not there, then here. And that would have gotten you the win. But I wasn't watching then, and I wasn't watching here. Here it happened again. Boom, go. Man, I need to stay in the trade and stay up tonight. But yeah, so there are two others. And so as you can see, it works. It just works. As long as you are above the 50-yard line, you can trade long. And right here, you're above the 50-yard line. Let's say that that's the entry, because that's pretty close. This one's pretty close right here. So let's say that that is the entry, right? Well, then you get your 50 ticks. Well, let's just use this thing. It's easier to see, right? Boom, you're in there. Bang, there you go. All right, get to the red line, you won. Okay, another run and reversal, and let's do it again. Bang, you're in there. Another one, another win. And so it just happens over and over and over. And actually, I think I'm just going to have to start trading at 8 o'clock, because yeah, 6 to 8 it has been really, really stingy for the last 6-7 weeks, or 6 weeks or so. I don't know. It's been a long time, but immediately after 8 o'clock, you got a bad look. But you don't take that, because the rules say no. But if you follow the rules, you take this one. And if you follow the rules, you take this one, because you're not at resistance yet. You are close, okay, but you're not there. If you look straight down, I put my crosshairs on top of the entry candle. You're not quite there. You got room, right? And so you get the win. Then you come over here. You're not at resistance either, and you are above the 50-yard line on the RSI. You get the win. And then again here, 1, 2, 3, reverse and go. Boom, there's the other win. Bang. Man, I'm trading from 8 o'clock from now on, guys, because I'm looking at this right here and I'm salivating and saying, I'm talking to you guys, and I should be getting these trades. So, going forward, we're going to be trading from 8 starting next week. We're going to be trading from 8 to 10, because there's just a lot more meat on the bones at that time. And then after 2 hours of sitting here and getting just one trade, and then the next one that pops up is a loser. So yeah, you kind of lose. I'm gonna be honest. I'm human, right? You kind of lose a little bit there. So that's what's happening, or that's what has happened tonight. If you continue to trade after 8 o'clock, I hope you didn't fall for that one that was an automatic fail, but that you got the 1, 2, 3 trades that happened between 8 and 9 p.m. 1 hour, 3 trades. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope you got them. Now, I'm going to shut it down, and I'm going to enjoy my weekend. Look, I look forward to seeing you guys on next, what would that be? Sunday night at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, not 6. All right, guys, we'll talk to you then. All the best.